Hello, fiery tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Cerulean Crescent with me, BlueAnkylo. New recording session for me. So we're going into Chapter 7 today, I believe. And I think there is a side quest we have to do on this map, although I'm still haven't figured out for sure if I missed it out on the last chapter. But this is one of the ones I missed on my first playthrough, and it is, of course, related to the Fire Emblem, so it might be super plot relevant. Your NPC quest givers get quite upset with you if you don't finish them, as promised. But I think this is the one. Your Highness, I have tracked down the traitor to the Crescent. While a discreet intervention has failed, it is only a matter of time. I must extend my stay. Ellery cannot be allowed time to plan her wicked schemes. I will bring her to justice. Your loyal servant, Maurice. So you remember the letter earlier that had the M signature? It's probably Maurice. I believe he is... I don't know if you'd call him the antagonist of this story, but he's definitely Ellery's main foil. So we'll learn more about him, but yeah, he's here to kill her, basically. As you've probably gathered. Just going for a stroll in the forest. Some more cool Secret of Mana jams. Unfortunately, some of these some of these nice old music remixes are getting weird content ID flags. So if you're listening along to these videos, and there's like a section of like muted, like perhaps even right now, I hope not, it's probably because of some dumb copyright claim. Lindy, over there. Where? That's where. Blind as a bat. That's your master in the big house. There's more villagers still trapped in their homes. Is there anything you can do? I must stay here to prepare the portal. They will have to make their own way. Then the rest is up to the gods. Faith ought to be placed in the hands of men rather than gods. Oh yeah, that's the master. Only he could cast such a powerful spell under such pressure. A gateway straight to Inan? Some good news. We'll make it at full speed. There's still some civilians trapped in the houses. We should do what we can. Goes without saying. The gods certainly won't help them. Oh look, another new character. With fancy magic. It's pretty cool, right? Begone, filthy beasts. I thought I was done for. Do you need any help? You can barely lift that sword of yours. Have no fear. I will handle it from here. There's a lot of them. I hear some coming from the trees. Can we break through? A divine champion isn't going to fall to these small-time creatures. What kind of tale would that be? One chosen by the goddess herself? I didn't think they existed. In the flesh, ready to blast some monsters. So you must be a very powerful magic user. This is my first time ever casting magic. But the goddess is with me. Everything will turn out just fine. We're doomed. Mother, I'm gonna fight. We can handle it, you don't have to. If my time is numbered, I want to do something with it. What do you mean? We clear the workshop, we'll find a cure. I'm not 6. The crew doesn't even know what's down there. This is a shot in the dark. I didn't want to admit that this was a gamble to you or myself. Tower and I traveled across the mainland looking for an alternative, and no. If I have to put up my family in danger just for a chance at living, I feel selfish for wanting to live. Don't be ridiculous. There's no value comparable to life. That's why knowing my existence is such a burden. I can't stand by and watch idly as the clock ticks down. If I can make a difference, at least I would achieve something. You're worth the world for... You're worth the... Yeah, parent-child bonding. This is maybe not totally cringe, but yes. Okay, I love you, mother, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure it's very touching, but... yeah. Okay, so, back to the map. Houses have green units. Green units will try to run away, but you can talk to them and then they won't move. Easy enough. Alright, 12 deployments. The never-ending battle of who do we bench. Well, Francisca's good. Like, real good. I did use her a lot last time. Let me double check for random equipment. I do need the Fire Emblem, I think, for the quest. So whoever's got it has to go to a specific place. I think. I really hope that I'm on the right map. Let's see. Anything else we've picked up? Probably sell those tools at some point. We do have like a really fancy log splitting axe, but I guess we can hold on to that. That's fine. Well, let's look at the map for a second. So it's a monster map, so you know, some weapons and characters are just a bit better against humanoids than monsters. This is a bit of a, you know, escort escape kind of map, so good mobility, swarping, rescue, dropping, flying, they're all a little bit more valuable than usual here. Because we've got to get everybody over to this escape point. And there's a very juicy treasure chest over here that's totally safe to open, probably. But they do drop some cool stuff. So, if anything for this map, we want to prioritize mobility. And I'll talk about Axiel once we actually get her in the team. So, units that are good, of course, for moving around quickly. Oriana's great. Lindros is pretty good. Mince is great. Gecko gets free moves after she kills. Raylan can fly. Riker is fast. Chalice is a little slow. Vermilion's fast, but can never pick anyone up. Very low aid. Pomelo, not super important. Krinia maybe a little bit lower priority, and Yvette a little bit lower priority. I think I was gonna bench Pomelo earlier. I think this is a better map for Francisca to fly around and pick people up if necessary. Even though long term, I think she's just a better unit in general. Maybe. Just flying is so good, right? Other than that, I mean, obviously, you know, mounted 1-2 range units are pretty good. Maybe I skipped the archer. I was kind of thinking of benching Yvette before too. Yeah. I've never really used Whipjack, but again, I don't think this is a great map for him in specific. I'll bring Marlowe. Just a little bit more flexibility for going and you know, rescue chaining things if necessary. Other than that, so if we're not using, we can probably trade some axes over to Francisca. We'll see how this goes. Okay, just clean up my inventory a little bit. Oh yeah, we got some stuff here. Alright, that should be good. So then we bring Francisca, give her... Well, there are sort of mounted version, like there are monsters that the halberd works on. I guess hand axes are okay for... It's similar to the Francisca... Did I mention? I don't know if I called this out, but Francisca has an axe called Francisca. It's like everyone who can finally name their weapons in some of the Fire Emblem games where you forge them, and you're just really creative. We do have our first Wind Tome. I'll give it to Marlowe, seeing as we're bringing him. He's a little bit on the lower speed. Actually, it's probably slightly better on Lindros because he's got a very high magic stat. But, whatever. Other than that, Krinia, Iron Lance. The Heavy Spear is not going to be super important here. I think we're okay. Yeah, we've got that steel blade. We've got a killer bow. But I feel like I've distributed things reasonably well. I guess we should probably give the eagle roast to somebody before I forget. So that will be a +2 skill. Skill's mostly important for accuracy rate. So if you were using Yosef, I think he might be a good use for it. Bad skill growth and bad accuracy kind of sucks, but I'm kind of not really committing to him necessarily. I was thinking Vermilion, but his accuracy is pretty solid. I guess also if you use weapons with high accuracy, it's a little bit less value. There's not a lot of weapons that are actually low hit rate. So unless you're using one of those rarer weapon types, I'm not actually sure who needs the skill. There are some units that join later on that are kind of crit focused. I mean, I suppose we have one of them. Talon is a crit guy. Although I'm not sure how much we're going to use him, and I think he grows skill just fine, so he doesn't need it that bad. I'm going to actually hold on to it for a little bit, because I don't know, it's kind of low value for a stat item, and I don't know who to really give it to right now. Yosef would be my best bet if I was bringing him. Let's just try to make sure we get off to a good start on turn 1. So important things to notice, let's see. Some new spells. This is anti-infantry killing enemy. We got flyers, no big deal. We got standard monsters. The trees are always important to check. They can move a little bit, and then they get weird long-range magic, typically, I think. So definitely worth checking them. More trees. Blizzard, yeah, that can be rough. Some damage and freeze effect. There's a Gorgon. That might be one of the first times we've seen them. So, decent enough stats, and a 1 to 3 range never miss is pretty good. But yeah, nothing too crazy, just lots of monsters. Couple flying, eye mages, few flying gargoyles. Some sort of mounted units and mages, but honestly, a reasonably well split. The trick is getting to the houses and escorting people around. So, I think, as usual, I like to make a really good first turn, so I'm going to try to get Ellery a kill. I think this is the ruined town we need to get Ellery to. There's also some loot with a fancy bow. Don't forget that. I really hope this is the right one. I'll check the guide once we start the chapter. But let's think turn 1 moves. Krynya's a little bit slow. I want people with lower movement kind of near the top. Gecko's... She's promoted now, right? So she's got, 6 movement. So she's already a little bit better at keeping up. The rest of the team's going to take a little bit longer to get their movement increase. Just repositioning, so... Yeah, Oriana can probably stay in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She should be able to dance someone and then get another move, and then she'll just catch right back up. Alright, let's give this a shot. Summoner. So, yeah, it's a mage with summoning that we get. So I think this is a little bit of a custom class. There were... In Fire Emblem 8, there were shamans or dark druids or whatever they turned into that could summon skeletons or something. I think it depended on which unit turned into the dark mage. They either got like a zombie or a skeleton or something. I forget, but they were pretty weak. Just bait, 1 HP bait for the enemies. It's a little different with Asiel here. So I haven't used her, and she's on my list of characters I'd like to use more this time around, honestly. So many units. Self-proclaimed ally of justice on a journey to find herself. I'm very happy to take advantage of that. Yeah, so she's a natural, she's a sorceress in terms of D&D versions. And only has light magic, but our first light mage, I suppose. Lightning being the default tomb, and then Obliterate being a higher tier. Actually attacks defense, which is an interesting one with 120 crits. I mean, it is actually crazy strong, honestly. So, yeah. Her stats, I mean, pretty average with decent growth. She's definitely the kind of person that might really value from one of those wines. Magic growth is a bit sketchy at 35 for sure. She does get a cool skill. Logomancy, or Logmancy. Summons a log that increases your speed. If it dies, she loses movement for the chapter. And the log can actually do some things too. So, yeah, we'll show that off for sure. Now, first up, Killen. Just for interest's sake, how would this go? Almost enough to one round it with an iron sword. Yeah. Gecko's starting to get... She's starting to get there. But there's other units that need kills too. So maybe I actually... No. Gecko gets a free turn if she kills. So it'd be better to split this up. I might just go shoot the gargoyle. Planning for an Ellery refresh. I also want to make sure Ellery's going to the right. But, Minsk can Kanto, so if I stand here to kill, then someone can kill and get refreshed. Maybe even here? Because she can throw a javelin, that would refresh potentially 4 people, depending on how this goes down. 1, 2, 3, 4, easy enough, I think. Sure, this should be pretty smooth. We're gonna use the javelin. So we're gonna let maybe Krinya do chip? We should probably do a ranged attack. Oh yeah, why don't we just... We'll have to be careful about the spider. We can get to here, attack one of the 2 of them, and then Kanto over. That should actually, this should work if I 20 damage. Let me just double check the math here. Is that enough? Oh, we're short by 1. That's tough. Well, we can probably double with the wind. That'll be good enough. Okay, didn't really do much, but it does weaken this guy. I think that was the effect, yeah. Okay, so she can get a kill there and do an easy refresh. Asiel... It would have been nice to refresh her, I suppose, but that's okay. So it turns out this is okay, because we're going to refresh her anyway. This is not the most efficient, but she's going to get another turn. Maybe we put Chalice in, because she's a little bit on the slower side. Sure. I don't know. It's not like... I'm sure it's not perfectly optimal, but we got some stuff done. We got Ellery a level up. Magic skill speed, you know, it could be worse. Okay, so how aggressive do I want to be on the right side here? We definitely want to be careful about that. So it'd be pretty easy for Gecko to finish this guy off, get another turn, and then make a move over this way, but I don't know how safe... There's a lot of enemies will be aggroing over that direction. Oh, what's the range on the tree? I mean, it's only the freeze. It's not doing any damage. It's just gonna be a bit annoying for a little. It might be worth taking a hit from it just to, you know, get us moving quicker. We do still have a dance. We still have quite a few options here, honestly. I think I want to lure someone down so these guys start moving towards us. So I think someone right here with good defense might be worth just putting Mince there. Although these guys might immune... No, they don't ignore defense, okay. Alright, well I changed my mind for Mince. I'm going to put him here. Have an axe so he can counter. And then for this guy, it's one above the kid. I guess Raylan probably is fine. We could probably go diagonally like this. She doesn't have a good range 1-2 weapon, so the pocket knife will work. We gotta kill that axe guy so that our movement preview is a little bit more accurate. Thinking of whether or not I want to try this and then cantoing back a little bit. To be fair, Sal's Surprise works on melee infantry, which is not Marlowe. Not that he's incredibly good against, I mean, he could attack from here, potentially putting on a silence or something, but he would be in a bit of danger. Unless we could, like, rescue him out or something. I think he'd have enough to canto up 1. So that's, like, all of his movement. So from here, he's got 1 left. Which actually is enough to dodge most things. So the flyer would be in range and the spider, but I'm gonna expect us to kill one of those. This is... We're mostly just doing this for the status. Sure. So it works out. The Lich is done for this turn, or a couple turns, and the spider's just weakened, which just makes it easier to kill. So that's pretty good. Maybe Chalice can just cover that. Or at least let's do some chip. Maybe, do we just go hard here? So I could probably get to the flyer. Can she move? I don't know if she'd have the mobility to get all the way there. Probably not. Pretty safe. We can move her out of the way after this. Ooh, very good level there. Very good. And then this kind of gives someone a chance to feed here. I think Krinya, similar to Gecko, does get a early level 10 easy promotion, which will make her a lot stronger as well. So the sooner we can get to that, the better. Competition for XP is pretty strong, but... another decent level, strength, skill, luck, no problem there. Now, we're in a good spot right now. If I don't mess it up, we're doing just fine. We could try to go for the tree right now, but... not with a ranged weapon. Not with magical ranged. So that means she'd have to go, like, here. Still not enough without a crit. It's not great. Would it be worth dancing someone to the right? We could get... I think Francisca, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 danced. That'd be enough to get to the gargoyle. Is that worth it? Yeah, I think it's worth it. Actually, I should have just given Francisca the Fire Emblem, but... just one-shots perfectly. Such a good unit. Okay, and then she's actually safe there, interestingly enough. Although it might have been better to lure something over, but no, that works great. Alright, and then we got another move here. We do need to visit the house. We need to deal with the kid. Final decision. Do I want to lure or try to lure things over? Someone's going to get hit by freeze. I think that's okay. It'll slow us down a tiny little bit, but... I think if I put Gecko in the forest, she'll be pretty safe. She'll take 2 hits. Iron Sword is not going to do very much. Iron Axe is also probably not going to do too much. That's 17 and 19. Her defense isn't crazy good. But I bet you her evade. Especially if I go with the Frying Pan. We could try the Gambler's Folly. No! well, good start, Blue. Yeah, that's classic. All right, did I not deploy? Did I forget to deploy my Pegasus? Am I missing someone? I really must have. Oh well. All right. Well, what I'll have is Riker for now, is just going to rescue this guy. I'm not going to do anything else crazy this turn. I guess I can get the talk out of the way. So, what's this whole Chosen One deal? Haven't the gods been dead for centuries? Lies propagated by the unfaithful. The goddess came to me in my sleep. From a young age, I knew of my destiny. What did she say? Some sort of ominous prophecy? Ah, I couldn't make it out. But I'm sure finding out will be half the journey. That's it? I was expecting a little more than a vague dream. Any other life-changing event? Nope. The goddess works in mysterious ways. I figured a heroic tale would come with something more. Maybe an ancient evil, global catastrophe, global warming. No, they're not off the table yet. This is the Crescent. Maybe the invasion is the turning point of an ancient evil unleashed and a global catastrophe. I sure hope that's completely wrong. I've already had a miserable week. Well, if you get any indication, you know who to find. No Heroic Tales spends the entire time facing your run-of-the-mill beasts. She's just low-level grinding for now. Doing some side quests for some villagers. Maybe I should warn her about Tower. Yeah. And then we'll summon something. We summon a log. The most dangerous of creatures. So, it's a justice log, of course. A force of nature imbued with madness. It's not known what tree it once was. Would you look at that? Yeah. So, I believe it comes out at the same level she is, which probably means that its growths are just auto-rolled every time it is summoned. Which means it gets better as she gets better, right? So what can it do? It can attack with log. Pretty tree-rific. So dumb. It can also assist the summoner, so as long as it's nearby Ashiel, it doesn't matter what her speed is, she gets a double. It has Cantle Plus, and it allows you to do the other movement type of thing, the reposition. We have shove, we have swap, and we have reposition. So you can switch someone from one side of the unit to the other. The tree can move the units around. So it's pretty good. I don't want Oriana to get slowed down for sure. Well, we're going to find out what happens with a berserked Gecko here real quick, because I certainly don't have anyone with a status restoring stave right now. Definitely need to get some kills here. Actually, I'm going to send Vermilion to the right, because we know that the combo with Chalice is pretty good. And then Log. Can Log visit? No. I mean, you never know. It's possible. I'm going to put the Log in the forest, because it belongs in the trees. Alright, so it's attacking Gecko, and she just destroys it. Good start. She's berserk, so that's what they get for attacking a berserk lady. Did a little bit more damage than I was hoping, but Mince will be fine. Alright, we did lure this guy down. Oof, another one that's... Oh, Torment! I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking, you know, enemy spellcasters. Raylan has good resistance. She should be fine. She is fine from one hit there, but that's a defense targeting. Oh, good! The treat! That's actually very convenient. The tree managed to trick the other tree into attacking it. I mean, it's nice to have it available for other uses, but I mean, that's the least important of our units, I think. So yeah, I got to keep track of some of these. Torment is hits defense, so yeah, it's actually the opposite high resistance units. You want the other way around, technically. But it's still better that it hit Raylan, because it probably could have one-shot Lindros, for instance. Well, we'll see. Would it have been a one-shot? Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt about it. Okay, well, the good news, the double good news is that if you do use your Gambler's Folly, and you get a negative effect, it seems to wear off before you get your next turn. So we didn't actually kill ourselves like I was thinking we might. Do we just charge right? I think Francisca might. Just clear out all the low-level stuff on the right. That might be a tough fight here. That's a bit much. I mean, she could probably win it with her axe, but 19. Yeah. We're just going. We're going hard. Gecko gonna kill everything. Oh, we can't actually make it. Well, she can win sword, I guess. And then Francisca can finish it? Sure. This is a pretty tanky guy. That's a lot of HP. Cyclops, man. Yeah, he would have hit pretty hard. 25 damage, but we got him. I mean, 90-something%. But yeah, we got him. Alright, Francisca, what you got? Skill luck? Sure. And that was partially because he was in a thicket. I wonder if it doesn't show defense or avoid. Some games, you know, enemies, there's certain unit types that can move into thickets, and they get huge defense boosts, but not 100% sure. We could get another refresh. Maybe. So there's a flyer, right? So Mince will just finish it technically then. Pretty safe. And that lets him get in range of a potential dance. We've got a couple more monsters up there. I'm not sure if Raylan can... I do have Raylan. I don't know why I said I didn't have Raylan on the team, but she's still there. I know we're carrying someone, which reduces your stats a fair bit. I would like to show Asiel off a little bit. So she's... probably not going to get in range of anything right now. We've pushed right pretty hard. Ellery needs to keep going to the right, I can't forget. Maybe I'll just let the chicken get an easy finish here. Maybe not. Ouch. Just double checking here. Woe of Joe. There's a lot of new abilities, new magic tomes here. So this is a D rank, pretty powerful anima attack, 1-2 range, but you know, self-defeating makes you a lot weaker. Well, how much damage can Vermilion do? I think. So that's gonna be. You know what? There's a pretty good chance this gets the kill. It's you know 5. It's astral so Astra. So it's 2 times 5 is 10. But one of those being a crit will be enough. Yeah, we got a couple. Hey, there we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. Yeah, we just gotta get that a couple more times. I think I'll send Vermilion this way to help. Because he's speedy and super canto. Yeah, if he could just get some strength growth. He, she, whatever. Yeah, Astra's gonna look real good. Okay, good. So now we go up the middle. We should be okay here to just sort of wing it. I have confidence. Should I have confidence? I don't know. Oh, I should have done this first, and then Harm would have killed because it would have taken some chip damage. It's fine. I'm not too worried. Shoot over here. So this guy is actually silenced. Got him with a good status, so he can't do anything. So I'd like someone to go kill the swordsman then. So I think I'll have Krinya move up. You know what? I'll even shove forward a little bit. Might as well get a little bit of free movement when you can. I don't use that. Like, there's a lot of optimizations I'm definitely not worrying about in this run. But yeah, like every turn you can technically be shoving people around and trying to get every little inch of acceleration possible. Ooh, not quite enough. I guess that's a good reason for carrying that heavy spear around, just in case. A little bit of extra damage. I mean, if I had steel spears, they would get the job done. But... well, we do have to start rescuing villagers pretty quick here. Let's... I'm not going to end up doing the Ellery thing, so... this is, because we're close to the tree, even if it's asleep, we get a double, so I might as well use her a little bit. She'll have to probably go to the village next turn. Alright, it's not too much. We could like, lunge with Lindros and summon one of these guys down, but I think the priority is making sure this guy dies. Don't think I can visit. Well, we could visit right now. Yeah, we'll save our lunges for next round, maybe. Flyers are good for visiting and then picking up. But my gold, my wine! At least let me give me some time to grab some good stuff. Alright, he's not going to be able to get into too much danger on turn 1. Even like this should be safe. Alright, got a nice little space there. Still got Oriana. I think I'm gonna keep her to try to speed Ellery. Emery. I'm gonna try to keep her near Ellery to let her dance. She doesn't. I'll just get her the. No. There's. Honestly, if I get the kill this turn, it'll summon those guys down. I am right. I hadn't really planned that out, but I am right at the edge of safe. How's her resistances? No resistance. Yeah, she's not the right person to summon units down. That's okay. We'll get them. I got a little bit lucky there with Marlowe's positioning. I didn't double check in advance. I should have. Oh, that's funny. The log can talk to him. So if I talk to him, that'll turn off his escape AI, and he'll be just sitting AI. But actually, having him move a couple squares is fine, so I'm not going to bother. Actually, I could reposition him. That's funny. Would that be safe? I'm pretty sure the escape AI is to go here. I'm not going to risk it. Yeah, I'd rather he just do a small move. Okay, so do we go hard? I really hope this is where I need to go. It's a bit of a tough nut to crack up here, too. That's quite a lot of units. A little bit tough. Let's see. I mean, we're in a pretty good position. We're not doing too bad. Asiel can move, but not really attack anything. Log could reposition someone. I mean, we could. I mean, that might not be the worst. Just giving a little boost to Ellery there. I think she needs one more square to get to where I think she needs to go. So we could put her here, dance her, and theoretically she could finish this turn. At least we'll know. She's got the Fire Emblem. I sure hope this is right. Doesn't. Maybe it was on the other map. Okay, I said I was going to check the guide. Quest. It was... bring a torch to a ruined temple. It's free money. I still have no... Oh, I'm really annoyed. If it was on the last map, I missed it. That means I missed it twice in a row, and I was specifically trying to remember it. But I don't know... I mean, maybe we haven't hit it yet, but... I don't know what ruined temple they're talking about. Maybe someone's watching along and you guys caught it, obviously, but to me, it's very unclear which map they're talking about. I think it's pretty likely that Riker can Brave Weapon this guy down. Maybe not with this. It's unfortunate. Well, I mean, if I use the pitchfork, we don't take any counter damage, but I'm not going to be able to kill it this turn. That's unfortunate. Well, if I'm... That's 26... Okay, actually, there is a way to kill it. We just need some support bonus. There we go. Nice. And we'll probably do the visit here. Ooh. Are we in range of anything from this side? I don't think that... There's no way, right? No. I mean, it's actually pretty close, but not technically enough. Okay. So that worked out. Asiel hasn't really pulled much off this time around. I guess I'll just have her follow her log. I'll wait for a second. I have to decide if I want this guy to keep moving on his own. Because he's going to move to here, probably, if we don't do anything. So is that safe or not? Well, let's see if we can resolve the right side. So, there is a lot of units. I would like to kill the Gorgon this turn and maybe the Spider, but that definitely puts us in some enemy turn. So... if Gecko kills, she can move again, right? But she needs to be able to kill. I mean, that is possible, but it's certainly not guaranteed. 50-50 chance for that to work. We do have Super Canto on the bird. He's got 10 movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... attack, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's out of range of everything but the spider for sure. So that might not be the worst, but I don't think it's a kill. It's actually... Ooh, if he doesn't get a crit, he dies. What about this one? Now that's... yeah, we don't have... Chalice can't get close enough to help that direction. And we already danced, so that's out of it. We do have a spider and some things to worry about up this direction, too. Well... Francisca could attack and Canto. Gecko could kill. And then attack from the mountain and stay there? I don't know about that. Damage. We just need a tiny little chip there. Or a crit. How powerful is this spider attack? 20 damage, pretty no speed, so it's not going to double anyone. That is enough to one-shot the birds, but everyone else can survive a hit. So if we can keep Vermilion... Like, I'd like to get a kill with Vermilion here, maybe, but... That's not bad. That makes it easy to finish off. And then Gecko kills it, and then... But that only leaves me the bird for the Gorgon, and the bird can't solo the Gorgon. I guess we could have Gecko kill the spider, stand here, windsword the Free Fiend, then the bird can finish off the Gorgon, move down. Gecko will be in range of not the Archer, but the Gargoyle 17 and the the centaur, whatever, Targos. Is that safe? We can technically get the we can't dance her, but we can get adjacent to switch her weapons around. I do think this has some risk of failure. But we're gonna do it. I mean, Francisca actually has good defense. Like, I could use her to block a tile. I just have to stay out of the range of the archer. I didn't calculate where the blocking would be, so... yeah, I don't know if that'll work. Anyway, let's see how this goes down. Oh, that blocks my Oriana from getting there. Actually, that's kind of a mistake. Yeah, I don't know about this. This is the sketchy part, I think. It's actually... it is enough. Yeah, I mean, I only need to do 2 damage and it's enough, but... Is this... Wait. Rescue staff. MP divided by 2. That's a lot. We should be okay. Yeah. Okay. That's the plan. Should be okay. I've done the math, sort of. Some of the math. I mean, she's got lots of range, so this is definitely easy to grab. Okay, right? This is looking pretty good. Magic luck, sure. So that... I did leave Francisca. Oddly enough, I did not need to leave Francisca there, but I think it's okay. I can actually switch out her weapon, but she is decently defensive. And I'll just switch her to not waste her good weapon. Iron Axe should be fine. Okay, that covers that. So now if the kid runs to the right, I think he's fine. Nothing can get him. We definitely need to kill the spider. And maybe think about luring this guy down. So he's got regular spell. So this time we could use Marlowe to lure him down because he's got pretty bad resistance, honestly. It'd be nice to get these guys to start moving. Just don't have a lot of options. So, do I want to leave anyone in their range or not? Probably not. Maybe just the eyeball. It's only lightning, 15 damage minus a little bit. I'd rather get... if it can separate them, that might be worth it. Actually, this will work. So we can kill this before it unsilences itself. AoE... spider... oh, I mean, that's pretty convenient. That actually is exactly as much damage as I needed. But I want Marlowe to have the Wind Tome equipped, so he can counter the eyeball a little bit better. And then we'll be perfectly killing the spider. Cool. Alright, that worked out pretty good, I think. I don't think Francisca's in big danger now. 5 damage, nothing. And in a sense, again, this is good because it splits up the enemies. So we take a little bit of damage, but overall, good maneuver. That's fine. Marlowe technically has a way to self-heal, and that was at a good level up. Magic speed. Very nice. Why are you going that way? You idiots. I mean, it's a path here, but man, I don't want to go by the meteor tree. Gee whiz. Alright, more reinforcements. Unfortunately, it seems like I have not guessed correctly with the Fire Emblem. I thought this was for sure because it's a ruins, but we need a ruined temple. I'm really annoyed by that one. Okay, well, nothing for you to do. Well, let's help out on the right side, I think. Blow him away. Should be easy pickup for the bird. I mean, yeah, it's nothing to worry about. Might send the bird after the archer, too, with a dance. Let's just see how the puppy does. That's a tough dog. Oh, man. So much for that idea. Oh, it's so close. We can dance the bird to find out how that looks. And then either Oriana or the bird can kill the bad dog. Again, not quite enough. So the funny thing is, if I haven't really shown this off yet, I don't think, but if I use Feather Fury against an archer that can only use ranged attacks, he's 100% safe. Unless he had a short bow that had range 1's attacks. So I think, oddly enough, this is totally fine. We're not going to do a ton of damage, but we can kill next turn. And he gets, yeah, I mean, technically he gets the poison effect too, which makes it a lot easier to kill him. And then this one, I guess we'll use the Fancy Stabber. No, we'll use the Guarantee. I don't want any risk. The Fancy Stabber would have been nice for the Kanto, but it's good. Alright, we're looking decent. Still can't get much done. Justice Log. More eyeballs up here. We could longbow it. This is kind of pushing Mince backwards, but we're dealing with these guys in one shot with a... I mean, that's pretty good. We do need to visit. I think this is a good turn for Lindros to swap with one of these jerks. Maybe we just, like... If he goes here, we can hit him with... Yeah, okay, that'd be good. Yeah. So if we go to this square, we can help... We basically giving Asiel something she can do. So he switches with... I'm not sure. I'm a bit worried about the tree. I can kill the tree, but then Marlowe will be in the bad spot. Well, I guess Marlowe could refresh, heal up. That'd give him a little bit more mobility. Gecko goes for this kill. She does get a free attack. I mean, you know what? I think we can go pretty hard here. Because Marlowe can definitely kill the tree, and if I fireball the tree, that weakens those two. Now, I might not be able to make it to the gargoyle back there. Not quite. Krinia would need to be shoved twice. Does she have a... No, she doesn't actually have the harpoon thing, the 3-range spear. So, like, if Lindros moves to here, switches places with one of these. Let's see if this would be enough, technically. No, that's not good. I might be pushing my luck a little bit too much to do all that. I mean, if I fireball first, it'll lose 33% of its HP. That puts it at 22. We'd have to Windblade it. We could do that from range. So we get rid of the spider, the tree, weaken the gargoyle. It doesn't leave anything for Krinia to help with. How much damage is this gargoyle going to be? And this is assuming I can deal with the guys on the left. That's 17. That's not going to be enough to kill either of these. Yeah, they could take it. Okay. We could get a kill here. Okay, yeah. That'll get everybody. All right. This is a lot, but I think we got it. Hold on. He will be able to move to this square, 100%. I say. Just have to move Lindros out of there. That's fine. And then the plan was for this, I think. Oh, it's not enough. Well, it could be enough. Technically, if I move the log, we could get the double, but we've got a spell that does 100% crit chance, so definitely show that off. Okay. Yeah. I think this will work. We can smite Krinya 2 squares, interestingly enough. She just doesn't have a weapon that can really contribute. Do I want to hit the... We can actually get her 3 squares. If she stands here, refreshes, and then gets shoved, smited 2 more, that puts her starting her turn here. She might be able to get to here and shoot a javelin. We'll only know once we get there. But, yeah, why not? Let's find out. I know she didn't need the healing, but... Or... No, we can't get the gargoyle with Gecko, but... Or has Gecko got her refresh yet? Did she get another turn? No, that was her second kill. That's fair. It wasn't smite. Ah, dang it. I was thinking of the ability... Is that the one Francisca has? Yeah, that one. Double push. I thought the tree had it, but I got it mixed up. I guess technically it can, but it has to end its turn on the other side, and then you can move them 2 up. Yeah, it can sort of do it. I just had to position it better, and there wasn't a way to actually pull that off that turn. Okay. Well, I kind of wasted that. Oh well. And I'm pretty confident we can get that kill one way or the other. Yeah. So... You know what? I don't usually double chain lunges, but you can. This works. We got them all. Nice level. That's not quite strong enough. But I can use the pitchfork. Interestingly enough, this guy has a short bow, so he can counter easily, but should be fine. Pitchfork's pretty good on Riker, I feel. I guess technically I didn't... Yeah, no, I needed it for the damage, but I attacked twice before the counter, so it's safe. Alright, let's get some more visits done. I pray to the goddess every day. What did I do to deserve this? You lived in a haunted forest? Good, we're testing off the Vermilion special skill that I've never really tested, but looks like it works. More monsters are coming. Honestly, everything except for our quest has gone just perfectly. Stupid quest. We do have more history and lore that I'll definitely read maybe at the end of the episode. It looks like we're almost done. Okay. We got a mimic to kill. Might be a little difficult. What are we looking at here? Well, 10 defense, 9 res. It's not even that crazy. It's just a fireball mimic, I guess. So we'll let the bird finish this guy off. Easy peasy. Come on, Vermilion. Ugh. That is brutal. He's had 5 level ups with almost 50-50 growth. He's got 1 out of 5. That's dumb. So dumb. Alright. Oh, I can't quite make it. I was going to send Francisca to the house. I will via the dance, though. I think that'll be the last house we have to visit. Mama, this isn't funny anymore. Last time I played, I ended up rescuing all the children and just carrying them to the escape point. But it's looking like letting them run on their own is working out pretty well. Fancy stab. Okay. Yeah, there's not too much left. There's a mimic. I think it will attack us. Yeah, it'll move. I mean, we could go for the cheeky, you know, try to status effect it to death. I do have 1 more guidance, so if this doesn't work, you know, if we don't get very lucky and petrify, silence, freeze it, we can switch places with it and it should be fine. Get wrecked. That's good. Alright, we do need Mince to start moving as much as it's fun back there. He's got a job to do. Just want to see. It's not really strong enough. Raylan's good, but not that good. I think I'll take a big move over here and drop this kid pretty close to the escape point. I'm gonna save my lunge for an emergency. Just gonna move people over, basically. I will rescue this kid just in case. But yeah, Mince. Maybe I'll position a rescue staff from Chalice to speed him up a little bit. I mean, I could use the Justice Log doesn't need to escape. It just, if it dies, Asiel loses a movement for the rest of the chapter, but that's not a big deal. We'll just have him, you know, help some kids out a bit. That's fine. There we go. We got 1. Okay, and we could check if there's anything in that spot behind it. Crania, would you mind finishing it? I guess you do mind. Just give it a little zap. Should work out. Okay, another nice little passive item to hold. Doesn't look like there's anything you can do there. So for Mince... I mean, if I refresh here, it'll heal him and give him 1 more movement. I'm trying to think if there's a way to do any good swarping. I think if you swarp, you can't refresh, so it doesn't... You would need to swarp with someone else who's already moved. Like, yeah, no, I can't think of a good way to get a value out of this other than just 1 step, basically. I mean, we could buff him up and kill some monsters, but... I mean, we could move him forward with the log. I mean, that's actually... You know what? That's about as good as I could have done. I think that'll work. I think if we just drop the kid here, he'll escape this turn. Well, I guess I could get a little bit of free healing in, but not much left to do here. I say free. I know I'm technically paying for the heal staff, but I think the experience is certainly more valuable. I think this kid won't make it this turn unless we set it up a little better. But that doesn't mean we can't set it up a little bit better. This should get all the kids out. And we'll be in a position to maybe not escape next turn, but pretty quick. Okay. Unit safely escorted. Unit safely escorted. Unit safely escorted. Alright, no hordes of angry white spiders or mercenaries. Could get used to this. Might be some angry trees. Forest might be a little bit angry. I mean, I'm sure we could stick around and kill a couple waves. It's barely even an issue. It would be cool if we could get Crania to level 10. Maybe I'll try to set something up for her. How's her physical defense? She's the physical tank of the two recruits. So okay. Normally I would probably just leave, but I want to see if I can just speedily get some kills here. Either with like Vermilion or one of my lower level units. So I'm not doing like perfect positioning by any stretch. This is just trying to put some tanks up front without thinking a whole lot. I guess that's my own fault there. Nice try. Can't defeat Log. This is close enough. Let's see him deal with this. Oh, look who it is. Maurice shows up. We were just talking about you. So he doesn't stick around to be murdered, but he does summon some dragons that, again, maybe you could defeat, but probably shouldn't worry about it too much. But we can kill these last 4 guys, and that'll be good enough, I guess. How does the chicken do? That's 30 damage, easy peasy. Now, to be fair, these things aren't giving me very much XP anyway, so. Which one's a higher level? Level 6? Level 6, doesn't matter. Ooh, look at that double strength! Oh, that's so lucky. That is technically a 10% chance to get a double strength. Yeah, Crania. That's what we want, for sure. I know Gecko's technically a little bit higher level, but she can move back immediately, right? So. Alright, good enough. Oh, I will read a little bit of lore here, because this chapter actually went a little bit faster than I was expecting. So. Before the last person escapes, I'll show you some catch-up reading. We'll even let the log escape, why not? Actually, what I should have done is had the log pull some of these guys to the right, because they might not be able to make it in one move. Yeah. Still, we had tons of time. No trouble at all here. Easy peasy. Alright, a little bit of lore. So yeah, I have a feeling, unfortunately, I have once again messed this up. I mean, I'll look on the next map, but I don't know what I'm looking for. It really annoys me. But history. So we've read this one. The princess plot. Definitely Ellery's backstory here. The princess was never in line for the throne due to antiquated traditions, but with the heir apparent being a weak-willed simpleton, only she deserved the crown and its power. Yet, the traitorous noble houses desired a king they can pull by the ears, and our plot was uncovered before its execution. There is little doubt that the crown's authority is nothing more than a farce, but it is what the false king deserves. So that's the place Ellery's from. Her princess's basically plot to overthrow the kingdom, I guess, technically. Even if she was second in line for the throne, she did plan to kill her brother. It's a bit rude. Ellis and Deicide, like killing gods. The sect claims a mortal by the name of Ellis single-handedly ended divine tyranny, slaying every god which opposed them. Sounds ridiculous, absolutely, but the destruction of several thousand years of history makes the claim hard to oppose given the gods are dead and dark magic came into existence. It does not help that Ellis disappeared from all records after the supposed deicide. If the power was true, we can be thankful we aren't bound by the chains of some new god. So I do want to mention, I think this is fairly obvious without really talking about it, but light magic is associated with the divine, and dark magic is sort of the opposite in this world. Now, we have one person who can use light magic, who is our supposed chosen of Ellis. That's what she says. But you may have noticed that a lot of, well, maybe not these guys specifically, but a lot of the monsters have light magic specifically, which is very suspicious given that I thought that was divine godly powers. In most Fire Emblems, light element magic is definitely a cleric, bishop, monk sort of thing. So the fact that the monsters all have it is a bit unusual, and dark magic, I mean, we actually get a lot of it, so it's just a little interesting. A little tidbit there. Maybe it has a little bit to do with the background story if we learn about it. I guess we could read about some people. The Green Tide. This is when active, malevolent forests expand outwards, bringing hordes of the Crescent's beasts with it. The threats such an incident imposes is enough to have the Crescent's factions unite, if only temporarily. Some days, maybe. The sect of Ellis are a new religion arising after the end of the old world who blame the gods for the downfall of civilization. Whilst they seek to erase the influence of the old gods, they effectively worship the champion Ellis as a god in their own right. The sect of Ellis earns the goodwill of its citizens, providing both healing and defense for its citizens. However, aristocrats fear the growing influence of the cult upon people. Is it a religion? Is it a cult? Even the author can't make up their mind. Yeah, so the sect is the nominal state church, I guess, sort of say. It's like the official sanctioned one, I think. And they certainly do some good. Tower is part of it and has done some good. But it's not all good, like a lot of corrupt, culty religions, you know. Saltsworn are not the most well-trained or the most well-equipped adventuring company. However, they make up for this with quantity and cohesiveness. There's not very many of them left, and after a few more chapters, there'll probably be none left. Their loyalties are tied to Inan, which has thrived from their contributions. However, the most recent civil conflict in Inan has caused certain fractures to appear in the company. There's a lot of mercenary companies that are not going to be around for long. The Faithful blame on Ellis's murder of a god for instigating the centuries of strife, and hope for the return of the gods. While they are labeled a single group, their customs are deeply divided by which gods they worship. Many groups of the Faithful would make the journey to the Crescent to escape hostility from the growing influence of the sect of Ellis. So this would be like the old religion. It's the old gods, maybe Druidic or shamanistic or something, Norse pantheon kind of idea. Problem is, they've all their powers are kind of gone, and the gods apparently have died. So all that's left is whatever Ellis left them, and now the new sect of Ellis, which hates them. So we've got two competing religions, sort of, or at the very least two competing cults, depending on how you want to label them. And that's that. The goddess is with us on this blessed day. All who were trapped made it through. I'd like to think it was us rather than the goddess, but, I mean, it was actually pretty easy. It must be the goddess that guided you to us in our hour of need. I will reward you. So I'm pretty sure we get more stuff the more people we save, and we saved everybody. I'm happy to do it if we get more rewards. Money! So this is just a nice 3 grand. Skull Smash. So we talked about buying one of these before, but we could just get one for free, basically. You again. Don't think I'll forgive you because of some petty deeds. This is the guy, the mercenary that his dad told us to save, I think. One day, your luck will run out. You'll be sorry. Yeah, I don't know. He's not very dangerous. Didn't even take his sword. So yeah, we saw him carrying the cutlass before, but now we get it. What in the name of... Were you shooting light out your hands? I told you the goddess wasn't just a dream. You called me delusional. She hasn't been seen since the cataclysm. And to choose you, of all people. The goddess works in mysterious ways. I have an adventure to begin. The Asiel, chosen one. Is the world going crazy? Am I going crazy? Master, what are you doing here? Had some business to deal with. Almost sounds like you're not happy to see me. Of course, no, I mean, no, yeah? We're not at Oak Hall, after all. It's not like I can give you a test on the applications of plane shifting out of the blue. You have nothing to fear. Fantastic. That's not someone who studied their application of plane shifting would say. Adventuring business ain't an excuse to slack off on lifelong learning. Master, please. That's about enough. So, how's your field research coming along? Certainly more exciting than hitting the books. I've learned much more than I expected. I've witnessed monsters operating under the command of living trees, a monster capable of speech and reason, and allegedly humans who can transform into ferocious creatures. I thought I searched the limits of Oak Hall's records, yet there is much they don't contain. Fascinating. You must fill me in on the details later. My initial hypotheses have been scrapped. I am hoping the workshop contains the info to fill the gaps. You want to join us? Alas, I have other matters to attend to. Stay safe out there, my boy. I don't think Oak Hall would allow me to take another apprentice after the 5th missing one. I don't intend to be the 6th. So there might be something going on in Oak Hall that's maybe not totally above board. Seems to be a lot of intern mages just disappearing, you know. Maybe everything's corrupt in this world. And I thank you all for joining the Seahawk on this difficult journey. Unfortunately, it's difficult being a crew of a ship that does not exist, and thus our union must come to an end. I wish you all the best of luck on your future endeavors. Someone else was as beat up as about the Seahawk getting blown up as I am. Lindy, what's the plan? I don't know. I assume we're still going to the workshop. Mince, do you know anything? I got nothing. It's not like she ran in by me. Maybe talk to Tower and Oriana. They must have it hard with Krinia's condition. It doesn't feel right to abandon them. We've been through a lot together. Well, damn. It's not a great surprise when everything up to now has been a series of misfortunes. I don't blame her for wanting to call quits. Regardless, we're down our source of funding and a crew. I suppose, with our newfound knowledge regarding the workshop and my family, perhaps we still have a chance of victory. We're low on options. We'll figure something out. We have to. We're disbanding? Where do I go from here? I can't go home. Yeah, you come with us. I've always wanted to upgrade to the Terrible Trio. Oh, you'd have me. I feared I'd only slow you down. Gecko is so much stronger than those two. It's not even close. They're good, but... Nonsense. You're Gale Force Gecko, wielder of the dreaded frying pan. And she's pretty good. Scourge of the Western Coast. Breaker of Skulls, Reaver of Souls. We should ask if you'd have us. No need to tease me. I'd love to go. To join you. Where are we going? I haven't figured that part out yet. I'm certain between the three of us brilliant minds we can form a pan. Well, alright. I guess next time we'll find out what happens after the team disbands. But, yeah, that's it for Chapter 7. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure we get another guide-in chapter next. So the next one, I think, is a town exploring one. And, unfortunately, that means I'm pretty sure we missed out on a side quest. And I'm so annoyed. I almost want to reload. I should be putting saves in different files. And then I can go back off camera and check if I messed something up. But, you can also see that I've left the screen open for a few hours. The playtime has expanded because I forgot this open in the background. And then, you know, I haven't actually been sitting here grinding for 126 hours. I mean, I guess that's the other one, but yeah, my playtime here is also not that long either. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. Actually, pretty easy chapter, all things considered. I definitely want to keep showing off some of the newer units, or at least units that I didn't use as much, or some of the other ones. Like I didn't use SCL last time I played, or Vermilion, or a few others. So it's easy for me to just fall back into my safety net of, oh, I know this unit's good, so just keep using them. And like Gecko and Krinya are like that, but I also really want to show them off for you guys because overpowered growth units that start a little bit weak. I mean, it's a lot of fun to watch them turn into, steamrollers basically. So yeah, that's all for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and see you next time. Have a great day.